Is Taylor Swift a Fed operative? Check this out, y'all. Now, I just dropped a video on Taylor Swift, the whole situation. Check it out. But right when I was on Twitter, I saw that Benny Johnson shared this link to this video, and we're going to check it out right now, y'all. Pretty interesting.
Boy, Benny, we often talk about politics on this channel, but we always find ourselves inexorably talking about culture. That is because the two topics are linked. Politics is downstream of culture, my mentor used to say. His name was Andrew Breitbart. He came from Hollywood, and he's a very, very smart man. Andrew Breitbart knew what many other smart people know, which is that the nexus of how Americans see themselves and what they believe is actually formed in media, Hollywood, celebrity culture, entertainment culture, music industry, sports industry. You could call that the cultural nexus, the cultural creators of our nation. They're very, very powerful, very influential. And so that is why some of the more pernicious oligarchical forces inside of our culture, the regime, have always wished to influence those influencers. This is a tale as old as time, by the way. The CIA, since its very inception, have had a cultural liaison position in order to tell Hollywood what to do, and actually in order to fund Hollywood movies and TV series so that they can influence you.
The moon landing?
The way that you think. This is a tale as old as our intelligence agencies. How the CIA infiltrated Hollywood. Let's read, ladies and gentlemen. In the year the CIA was formed, Pentagon established the position of Entertainment Liaison Officer. The CIA already had similar departments in operation since 1947. They have assisted and funded the production of 60 films and television shows. However, to begin with, the initial aim was in order to hide the existence of that operation. They tried to even bribe Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most famous directors of all time, in order to change his scripts. They've since gone on to fund movie after movie, production after production, and even establish a base inside of Hollywood itself, so that scriptwriters and movie producers can come by and get their scripts approved by the CIA, the FBI, and other three-letter agencies. This is how tied in our government is with our entertainment industry, our influence industry. The problem, however, is that nobody really gives a damn about Hollywood anymore, and American culture is lesser than ever created inside of the box office, and now it's created outside in social media. And in a very different...
I just seen a post basically saying that, the cable era or whatever is basically dead, y'all. That, there's more views on streams, YouTube and all that compared to, watching TV and television, y'all.
Engagement. And they are grappling desperately, the regime, to try and take control of that narrative, to harness it for their ends. And those ends, of course, are always more power. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us nicely to the table setting for today's conversation. Jack Posobiec, setting the internet on fire, tweeting, thinking about when Taylor Swift called out the Soros family in 2019 for buying the rights to her music, and then how she came out as super duper liberal in 2020. Now, there's so much to talk about here, and there's nothing wrong with Jack's tweet. Everything he just said is empirically, factually correct. You will recall that Taylor Swift, somebody I'm certainly not a fan of, and her music is banned in my household, Taylor Swift was never really that political. She started off as a country western star, presumably with relatively conservative roots, growing up in the wilderness in Tennessee.
And then what happened?
Right? Relatively rural Tennessee, Taylor Swift starts plucking her guitar. She was never political. She never waded into the greater overarching conversations about the political nature of her industry or this country, not through the Obama years, not through Trump 1.0, term 1.0, until something absolutely spectacular happened. Until George Soros bought all of the rights to her music.
Wow.
This is real.
To purchase.
Why would he do that? Think about it, without being, somewhat diabolical or nefarious with the train of thought here, but why would he do that? Unless, I guess, he wants to make money, an investment. Who knows?
My music outright. My entire catalog was sold to Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings in a deal that I'm told was funded by the Soros family, 23 Capital, and the Carlyle Group.
Taylor Swift really didn't like this. She was quite upset about it. She made public statements about how angry she was that George Soros had weaponized his billions in order to buy her music. But ladies and gentlemen, was this one of the largest influence operations in world history? Let me give you some information to back this up. So, one, Vivek Ramaswamy, who former presidential candidate, pretty powerful, influential dude himself, tweeted, I wonder who's going to win the Super Bowl next month, and I wonder if there's a major presidential endorsement coming from an artificially culturally propped up couple this fall. Just some wild speculation over here. Let's see how it ages over the next 8 months. Oh. That's created headlines like this. Vivek Ramaswamy claims the Super Bowl will be rigged in order to set the stage for Taylor Swift's endorsement of Joe Biden. Oh, baby. This has caused some of the more cortisol-enraged, engorged, apoplectic, seizure-having, heart palpitation commenters on the internet, of course I'm talking about Meghan McCain, to screech. Whatever nutjob Republicans are floating ugly and insane conspiracy theories about Taylor Swift are total idiots. I know that Ben and I are pulling for a Super Bowl engagement and support her and Travis. Let them live their America's golden couple. Interesting that McCain may potentially be involved in, knowingly or unknowingly, in an intel psyop. Wouldn't that be? Isn't that interesting? So, who is correct here? Is it Meghan McCain or is it Jack Posobiec and Vivek? Well, I'm sure you already know which side of this argument I'm going to come down on, but it's worth presenting to you the evidence and the facts, ladies and gentlemen, as we've already covered. The politically amorphous, politically agnostic Taylor Swift is very, very smart, by the way. You gain a ton of audience by not going super political, right? Especially if you're an entertainer or a Hollywood celebrity or somebody who's in the public entertainment eye. Taylor Swift decided to stay out of politics all the way up until George Soros bought her entire catalog of music. Was this catalog of music used as a manipulation leverage wedge over Taylor Swift? Well, let's go ahead and look at her actions afterward. Taylor Swift complained about George Soros buying all of her music, and then, less than 1 year later, Taylor Swift is straight up baking cookies for Joe Biden. I spoke with V Magazine about why I'll be voting for Joe Biden as president. So apt that it's come out on the night of the VP debate. Going to be watching and supporting Kamala Harris by yelling at the TV a lot. I also have custom cookies. Oh, wow. Look at that. Vote.
I wonder, ladies and gentlemen, when she did this, how much did it help sway, the election at that time? Because she has pull, right? People listen to her. Millions upon millions of people listen to this woman. So how much was it an impact then, and how much will it be an impact now?
Propaganda poster straight out of 1984. It gets worse. Taylor Swift endorses Joe Biden for president. Swift has largely stayed out of politics before 2018 out of fear of isolating her audience.
But then again, you know what else her and her dude, Mr. Fizz Iser, what they support?
Ladies and gentlemen, what was the catalyst for Taylor Swift jumping into politics? Oh, lucky for us, it's on film.
So you think Taylor Swift comes out against Trump?
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history. And if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
I need to be on the right side of history. Makes a million songs about bad choices in men, endorses Joe Biden. So the memes are great. The memes are great. The tweets weren't, by the way. So in case you're wondering exactly how psyop-y all of this is, since when did Taylor Swift care about the mail? Like the post office? Are those two things that you connect together? Probably same IQ, your post office little blue box plus Taylor Swift. Probably similar IQ levels. Nonetheless, I'm talking about like the box you drop the letters into. No, I'm just joking here, Swifties. Yet here it is on your screen. A bunch of cortisol-infused, raging tweets about the post office from Taylor Swift? What? What is this? Like, in no world, I'm a very creative guy. Like, I can think of a lot of like strange partnerships, but never did I think Taylor Swift and United States Post Office. Let's read, shall we? From August 15th of 2020. Trump's calculated dismantling of the post office proves one thing clearly. He's well aware that we do not want him as our president. He's chosen to blatantly cheat and put millions of Americans' lives at risk in an effort to hold on to power. What? Donald Trump's ineffective leadership gravely worsened the crisis that we are in. She's talking about COVID. And now he's taking advantage of it to subvert and destroy our right to vote and vote safely. Request a ballot, vote early.
I don't even really know Taylor Swift. I'll be completely honest, but this doesn't sound like something that a woman like her, a statement that she would make. Now, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion. This sounds like, someone else got a hold of her Twitter account and tweeted this, right?
So Taylor Swift rage simping for mail-in ballots. And also, of course, repeating the known hysterical conspiracy theory that Donald Trump was trying to shut down the post office so that people couldn't mail their ballots in. Look at the engagement here. Goodness. 144,000 retweets. 661,000 likes. Goodness gracious. Taylor Swift tweeting about the post office. Lo and behold, Taylor got what she wanted. The resident of the White House was installed, and Taylor, well, maybe George Soros gave her music back. We're not sure exactly. Here's what we are sure of. The next chapter in this very peculiar little story. There's this dude named Travis Kelce. Now, no one even knows who the hell this guy is. And I don't pretend to be an NFL fan. I don't watch NFL games. I don't go to NFL games. But I don't know who Travis Kelce is. I know he's a tight end. Since when has a tight end been famous? Not very often, to be honest with you. Tight ends are not like celebrities, okay? Like tight ends are effectively like glorified linemen that occasionally catch a ball. Well, like Travis Kelce was not and is not a big time celebrity. And I'm a guy who like really follows cultural trends very closely. Yet lo and behold, this guy out of nowhere suddenly starts getting massive Bud Light deals right after the Dylan Mulvaney brand immolation self-destruction. This is desperate. Bud Light is mocked over new ad featuring Travis Kelce. Men grunting in bid to reverse $20 billion Dylan Mulvaney disaster. So suddenly, this dude who like I've never heard of, and you've probably never heard of,
I've never heard of him.
It becomes the face of Bud Light. That's a little strange choice, isn't it? It gets worse. So this Travis Kelce guy goes from being sort of the slovenly face of Bud Light, uber woke, ultra woke Bud Light. By the way, he and his brother drinking Bud Light during the World Series. You can see that they positioned the Bud Light cans right behind them.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If I see someone drinking Bud Light, I'm kind of giving a leery eye to that, y'all. That's just how it is now at this point in 2024.
Yeah, look at this. It's so desperate. It's so embarrassing. Yeah. Imagine being that person. How do you live with yourself, truly? But that's a real question after the next client that suddenly lined up to be Travis Kelce's next paycheck. Pfizer and the COVID shot. That's right. This guy, this premier athlete, became the face of Pfizer and the COVID-19 injection. Watch.
Shot when you get your flu shot?
Two things at once. Two things at once! Two things at once! I'll have the 2 things at once, please. Now back to 2 things at once. 2 things at once.
That's not 2 things at once.
Mama.
Travis, ask about getting this season's COVID-19 shot and getting the flu shot.
Yeah, let's
Whoa.
there you go.
Yeah, I don't want this guy's team to win at all, y'all. Hey, but if he wins...
Oh,
right,
man.
Continue.
So
let's go to the end, yo, right here, Benny, because this is a 40-minute show, y'all. I ain't got really time for it. Let's continue.
There's so much strategic stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
Then,
So here's this celebrity saying all this stuff is always manufactured, and they're just making it up for publicity, for fame, to corkscrew up and accelerate these people's influence. And then, once their influence is at a maximum, have them endorse Joe Biden. It's already set up, ladies and gentlemen. And so it's good, actually, to counter-program these psyops by calling them out. The fake Ramaswamy claims Super Bowl will be rigged, so the Chiefs will set the stage for Taylor Swift's Biden endorsement. Oh, yeah, baby. Count on it. It's happening.
Well, either way, ladies and gentlemen, if you think about it, the Chiefs don't have to win in order for, the endorsement for Biden to go so well, because, she's already influential. She's already the talk of the town on Twitter and all of her social media. Even if the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl and lose, countless videos and photos are going to be produced of Kelce and Swift, locking arms, kissing, hugging, celebrating, or just being down about losing if they lose. It don't matter, y'all. These two people are very influential in certain agendas that are basically right there. It's easy to do a paper trail or to research this and find it out. Who supports these people? And who do they support? So to be honest, it don't even matter, y'all, if the Chiefs win or not. I believe they've already gotten this far. What's too hard about it getting pushed down the line to where we're also endorsing Biden in a couple of months, right? Or who knows when they'll make that announcement of the endorsement of Biden, which Swift, was a staunch supporter of him in 2020. Let's continue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we not supposed to pay attention to headlines like this? Taylor Swift could save Joe Biden. Were we not supposed to read the New York Times, inside Biden's anti-Trump battle plan, and where Taylor Swift fits in? Are we not supposed to read the Daily Mail? Taylor Swift could sway a fifth of the American electorate.
They're already doing it, y'all. They're already on that route.
By backing Joe Biden? Oh, got it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll just blindly believe that this all happened by accident.
Wow.
I'll blindly believe that this magazine rack, that all of this was by accident. I'll just blindly believe that every one of these headlines denying that Taylor Swift's a psyop, even though there's video evidence proving otherwise, that I'll just blindly believe that all of these editors wrote this article at the same time with the same headline with different publications.
Wow.
Got it. I'll just blindly believe it all. Okay? Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Taylor Swift, there's been no evidence that Taylor Swift can be weaponized and utilized as a propaganda element for the regime and the powers inside of it. No, never a bit of evidence to that at all. Why would you say such a thing?
Wow.
Taylor's perfect, right? Is this where the Pentagon's going to insert another pun? Look forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen,
there's Benny Johnson. Y'all give him a round of applause. Great video. And again, it's about 41-minute video. And of course, we ain't got time to react to the whole thing, but we react to I would say the best parts of it. Then again, I didn't watch the middle part, but we get the gist of the matter, y'all. Is Taylor Swift going to be utilized to push and promote Joe Biden? Is it organic? What other, her and her dude, what other agendas are they pushing? We see it clearly. The point of the matter is this. Are you going to fall for it? Is your cousin, your brother, sister, mother, father, are they going to fall for it? Have they already fell for it? Wild times, y'all. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. There it is, y'all. Taylor Swift, is she a fed op? Let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. You're an American, you're a patriot, you got grit. Act like it. I'm out.